Good morning students. Today we are going to learn chapter 3 of maths, that is operations on whole number. Okay, what is operation? We all know the operation that doctor do in hospital, but here the operation means addition, subtraction, division and multiplication. These are the four basic operation in mathematics. Now what is whole numbers? Our counting numbers start from 1, 2, 3 to infinity. There are infinite numbers. Counting numbers start from 1, 2, 3, 4. But the whole number means the number which are starting from 0 are called as whole number. So today we are going to learn operation on these whole numbers. So first we start with properties of these operations. Today we are going to learn properties of this operation on whole number. First we start with properties of addition. First property, closure property. If A and B are whole numbers, then A plus B is also whole number. Means suppose A and B are the two numbers that we add, so addition count is also whole number. Suppose we take, I already told you that whole number start from 0 to infinity. So suppose we take two whole numbers, that is 1 and second whole number is 2. Suppose A equal to 1 and B equal to 2. We get answer 3, which is again a whole number. This property is called as closure property. Means we add two whole numbers, the addition we get again whole number. Second property, commutative property. If A and B are any two whole numbers, then A plus B equal to B plus A. If A and B any whole number, then we can interchange the number. If we interchange the order of number, we get the same answer. For example, suppose A equal to 3 and B equal to 2. We get answer 5. Now we interchange the number, that is B plus A means 2 plus 3. We again get the same answer 5. Means if we interchange the order of numbers, whole numbers, we get the same answer. A plus B equal to B plus A. This is called as commutative property of addition. Now third one is additive property of 0. If A is any whole number, then A plus 0 equal to 0 plus A equal to A. That means if we 0 added to any number, we get the same number as a answer. For example, suppose we add 0 to 5, we get answer 5. Again 0 plus 5, we get the answer same number 5. Means 0 added to any number, we get the answer this number only. So this is the additive property of 0. Now fourth property is associative property. If A, B, C are any three whole numbers, then A plus B plus C equal to A plus in bracket B plus C. Means in addition we can interchange the bracket also. This property is called as associative property. For example, suppose A equal to 2, B equal to 3 and C equal to 5. What we get? 2 plus 3, first we solve the bracket. So 2 plus 3 equal to 5 and C equal to 5. That we get answer 10. Now we interchange the bracket, that is A plus in bracket B plus C. Means A equal to 2 plus in bracket 3 plus 5. We interchange the bracket here. So 2 plus 5 plus 3 is 8. Now we get the same answer 10. So this is called as associative property. Means we interchange the bracket. Here A plus B possess bracket and here B plus C possess bracket. But we get the same answer. So this property is called as associative property. Now we learn about properties of addition. We see the properties of addition. Now we are going to see the properties of second operation, that is subtraction. First property. If A and B are two whole numbers such that A is greater than B or A equal to B. This condition is most compulsory. If A is greater than B or A equal to B, then A minus B is whole number. Otherwise subtraction is not possible in whole numbers. Means condition for subtraction is A is greater than B or A equal to B, then only A minus B subtraction is possible, otherwise not. For example, suppose we get A equal to, we write A equal to 3 and B equal to 2. 3 is greater than 2, then subtraction is possible there, 3 minus 2 equal to 1. Or if A equal to B means suppose 3 equal to 3, again subtraction is possible, that is 3 minus 3, we get answer 0. But if the number from which we subtract the second number is less, so there is subtraction not possible. For example, 2 is less than 3, so subtraction 2 minus 3 is not defined. So first property of subtraction is, if a and b are two whole numbers such that condition what, a is greater than b or a equal to b, then a minus b is whole number, then the answer come whole numbers, otherwise subtraction is not possible. If we subtract bigger number from smaller number, subtraction is not possible. Second property, if a and b are two different whole numbers, then a minus b is not equal to b minus a. In addition, this property hold good, means in addition a plus b equal to b plus a is possible, but in subtraction this property is not possible. Suppose we take 3, a equal to 3 and b equal to 2. So what is the answer? 3 minus 2 equal to 1. Now we take 2 minus 3, we get not defined answer. Means a minus b is not equal to b minus a. We not get the same answer, that's why the property is a minus b is not equal to b minus a. Now third one is, if a is any whole number, then a minus 0 equal to a, but 0 minus a is not defined. In addition, a plus 0 equal to a and 0 plus a again a, but in subtraction only a minus 0 we get the same number. If we subtract 0 from the number, suppose a equal to 9, if we subtract 0 from 9 we get same number, that is 9, but if we subtract 9 from 0 we get answer not defined. Okay, means if we subtract 0 from any number we get the same number as an answer, but if we subtract the number from the 0 we get answer not defined, because to subtract 9 from 0 is not possible. Fourth property, if a, b, c are three whole numbers, then a minus b minus c equal to a minus in bracket b minus c. In addition, interchanging of bracket is possible, means we can interchange bracket, we get the same answer, but in subtraction if we interchange the bracket we not get the same answer. For example, suppose a equal to 3, b equal to 2 and c equal to 1. So what we get the answer? 3 minus 2, first we solve the bracket, so 3 minus 2 equal to 1, again minus 1, we get the 0 answer. Now second condition, what is 1? A equal to 3 minus 2 minus 1. So first we solve the bracket, here we substitute the value of a equal to 3, b equal to 2 and c equal to 1. So first we subtract bracket, 2 minus 1 equal to 3 as it is, 2 minus 1 equal to 1. Now 3 minus 1 we get the answer, 2. Means if we interchange the bracket we not get the same answer. Here we get answer 0 and here we get answer 2. Means this property is this property is called as associative property, means interchanging the bracket. So associative property is not hold good for subtraction. Means in addition we can interchange the bracket, but in subtraction while interchanging the bracket we not get the same answer. Now we are going to see our third operation, that is properties of multiplication. First property, closure property. If a and b are whole numbers, then a into b is also a whole number. Like addition, closure property is also hold for multiplication also. If a and b are any whole number, suppose we take a equal to 2 and b equal to 3. 2 and 3 are whole numbers, so product of these 2 3s are 6. We get again the answer whole number. Means closure property hold good for multiplication. Means product of any two whole number we get the answer whole number. This property is called as closure property. Second property, commutative property. if A and B are any two whole numbers, then A into B equal to B into A. Means commutative property hold good for multiplication like addition. In addition, A plus B equal to B plus A, we interchange the digit or numbers. Similarly, in multiplication, we interchange the number also, we get same answer. For example, A equal to 2 and B equal to 3, what we get the answer? 2 3s are 6. If we interchange the digit, that is A equal to 3, interchange the digit means in place of 2 we put 3 and in place of 3 we put 2. We interchange the digit, what we get the answer? We get same answer, that is 6. This property is called as commutative property. Means if we interchange the number, we get the same answer. This property is called as commutative property. Third one, multiplicative property of 0. If we multiply any number with 0, if A is any whole numbers, then A into 0 or 0 into A equal to 0. If we multiply any number with 0, we get answer 0. In addition, if we add 0 to any number, we get the same number. But in multiplication, if we multiply 0 with any numbers, we get answer 0. For example, 9 multiplied by 0, what we get? 0. Or 0 multiplied by 9, we get the answer 0. Means 0 multiplied by any number or any number multiplied by 0, we get the answer 0. This is called as multiplicative property of 0. Now multiplicative property of 1. If A is any whole number, then A into 1 equal to 1 into A equal to A. In addition, what happened? We add 0 to number, we get same number as an answer. But in multiplication, we multiply 1 to that number, we get the same number as an answer. Means if we multiply any number by 1, we get the same number as an answer. For example, we get any number, that is 12. Any whole number, that is suppose we get 12. We multiply 12 by 1, what we get answer? The same number, that is 12. Again, if 1 multiply by 12, so what is the answer? The number 12. Means if we multiply any number by 1, we get the same number as a answer. This is the multiplicative property of 1. Now associative property. If A, B, C are any whole numbers, then A into B into C, means A into B in bracket into C equal to A multiplied by B into C in bracket. Like addition, we interchange the bracket in addition like this, we interchange the bracket in multiplication, means we get the same. If we interchange the bracket in multiplication, we get the same answer. For example, suppose we put A equal to 3, B equal to 2 and C equal to 5. What we get the answer? First we solve bracket, that is 3 2s are 6 into 5 is 5. 6 5s are 30. We get the answer 30. Now we interchange the bracket. What we put the value of A? That is 3 into, in bracket, what is the value of B and C? We put the value of B is 2 and C is 3. Now we interchange the bracket here. First we solve bracket. So 3 as it is and 5 2s are 10. Now what is 3 multiplied by 10? 30. So what we get the answer? While interchanging the bracket, here bracket possess 3 and 2, here bracket possess 2 and 5. We interchange the bracket here, but we get the same answer. Means we can interchanging the bracket of a number, we get the same answer. This property is called as associative property. Now this is one additive property in multiplication. This property is called as distributive property. This property only in multiplication. If A, B, C are any whole numbers, then A multiplied by B plus C, addition of two number. How we distribute the number? We get the answer A multiplied by B plus A multiplied by C. Again, if A multiplied by in bracket B minus C, what we get the answer? A multiplied by B, then subtraction is here, that's why minus A multiplied by C. Means if we distribute the number, A is distributed to both the numbers. A distributed to B, also A distributed to C. Again here A distributed to B and A distributed to C. And we apply over addition, that's why here addition. And we apply over subtraction, that's why here subtraction sign. Now we see one example on this distributive property. Suppose A equal to 2, B equal to 3 and C equal to 4. We apply over addition. So what we get the answer? 2 multiply by, first we solve the bracket, that is 3 plus 4 is 7. What is the answer? 14. We get the 7 answer 14. Now we distribute this 2 over 3 and over 4. Let's check we get answer 14 or not. 2 distribute over 3. Addition is there, that's why addition. Now 2 distribute over 4. So what is 3 2s are 6. Addition 2 4s are 8. 6 plus 8 14. Means we distribute over 2 over both the numbers, we get the same answer. This property is called as distributive property. This is distribution property over addition. Now we see distributive property over subtraction. One example of subtraction. Suppose A equal to 2, 5 minus 3. So what we get the answer? 2 as it is. 5 minus 3 is, first we solve the bracket, 5 minus 3 is 2. We get answer 4. Now we distribute this 2 over 2, 5 and over 2, 3. So 2 multiply by 5 minus subtraction is there. So 2 multiply by 3. 2 5s are 10 minus 2 3s are 6. Again we get the answer 4. In both the condition we get same answer 4. Means we distribute 2 over 5 and 2 over 3, we get the same answer. This property of multiplication is called as distributive property, because we distributed the number to both the number in a bracket. We see the property of addition, subtraction and multiplication. Now we see the property of division. First property, if A and B are whole numbers, then A divided by B is not a necessarily whole number. Means if A and B are both are whole number, so their division is not necessarily whole number. For example, suppose A equal to 3 and B equal to 2. 3 divided by 2 is not possible. Means therefore it is not necessarily we get answer whole number. Suppose we take second number 4. If A equal to 4 and if we divided by 2, B equal to 2, we get the answer whole number. That's why not necessarily whole number is there. Means if we divide a whole number by any whole number, there is not a possibility to get the answer whole number. That's why if A and B are whole numbers, then A divided by B is not necessarily whole number. In first case we not get any answer, that's why we not get answer whole number. But in second case, if A equal to 4 and B equal to 2, we get the answer 2. This is whole number. Now division by 0 is undefined. If we divide any number by 0, if we divide 9 by 0, this division is not possible. That's why division of any number by 0 is undefined, not defined. Means division of any number by 0 is not defined. Any whole number divided by 1, we get the quotient, the number itself. If we divide any whole number, suppose we take number 12. If we divide 12 by 1, we get the answer number itself. Means we get the quotient number itself. This is third property. Means if we divide any number by 1, we get the answer number itself. Fourth property, any whole number other than 0 divided by itself gives the quotient 1. Means any number, any whole number is divided by the number itself, we get the answer 1. Suppose we take a whole number 9. If we divide this number by number itself, if we divide 9 by 9, we get the answer 1. Again, if we divide 3 by 3, what we get? We get the answer 1. If we divide 2 by 2, what we get the answer? 1. Means if we divide the number with same number, we get the answer 1. This is our fourth property. Now fifth property, 0 divided by any whole number other than 0 gives the quotient 0. If we divide 0 by any number, we get the answer 0. See property 2 and property 5. What is the difference between property 2 and property 5? If we divide any number by 0, we not get any answer. Means if we divide any number by 0, the answer is undefined. But if we divide 0 by any number, we get the answer 0. So this is difference between property 2 and property 5. Means 0 divided by any number, we get the answer 0. But any number divided by 0, we get answer undefined. So these are the properties of division. Now we see one example based on our properties. Example is, check whether commutative property hold good for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division over the number a equal to 10 and b equal to 5. First we check this commutative property for addition. What is the commutative property for addition? For addition, a plus b equal to b plus a. Means if we interchange the number, we get the same answer. Let's check for this number this happens or not. First we take a plus b, that is 10 plus 5, we get the answer 15. Now we interchange the number, means b plus a. So 5 plus 10, we get the answer 15. Right hand side of both the equation is same, that is 15. So left hand side is again same. Means commutative property hold good for addition. Now check commutative property hold good for subtraction or not. First we a minus b. For subtraction a minus b, that is a equal to 10 and b equal to 5. 10 minus 5, we get the answer 5. Now we interchange the number. So 5 minus 10, not defined. From this example we see that commutative property a minus b is not equal to b minus a. So commutative property not hold good for subtraction. Third one, multiplication. We first find a into b. Multiplication means a multiplied by b. What is the value of a? 10. And what is the value of b? 5. So what we get the answer? 50. Now we interchange the digit, that is b into a. So we get 5 into 10. Again we get the answer 50. So from equation, both the equation we get a into b equal to b into a. Means commutative property hold good for multiplication. Now over division. First we divide a by b. A divided by b. That is 10 divided by 5 equal to 2. Now we interchange the digit, means b divided by a. That is 5 divided by 10. Again not defined. Means from equation 1 and 2 we not get the same answer. So a divided by b is not equal to b divided by a. From this commutative property not hold good for division. So from this example we see that commutative property hold good for only addition and multiplication, and for subtraction and division commutative property not hold good. So I hope you understand this lesson. Thank you.